Yeah, we're good on YouTube. Perfect. All right, sorry guys. Should be live on YouTube now. Just in case you prefer to play back, and let me double check as well on my end. We should be good on YouTube. Corey, you were checking? Let me see. Yeah, we're good to go. All right, cool. All right, so again, I'm not going to go all the way back, but I'm sure we'll go back to it eventually. But again, the beauty of the app, the beauty of the XTrades mobile app and the iOS or Android or web app is the fact that you can follow any specific trader to your preferences, just like you would on Twitter, just like you would on Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media platform you could think of. This is how you can follow the trader. So you just click on follow, right? And again, one of the coolest features that we have is the ability to get push notifications for any specific alert from this trader, right? So again, I'm going to click right here, receive push notifications on your phone for alerts by this trader. So here we go. You are now receiving push notifications for this trader's alerts and posts on our app or Discord, right? So every time Crazy A opens a trade, I am going to get a push notification on my phone, as long as I have the app on my phone, and you will get a notification, right? At the moment, currently, we don't have desktop notifications. I can't wait for that. That's coming soon, though. It's in the works. So if you are on a laptop or desktop, trading your trading desk, whatever you want to call it, you can eventually, not yet, but we will get push notifications for the web app as well eventually. Right, so once you start following specific traders, right, to your preference. Hey, what's up, C Amigo? What's going on, brother? Sophie, good morning, good morning. What's up, Cardul? Thanks for joining, brother, always. Thanks for the support. Direct, what's up? Welcome to XTrades. All right, so, wow, BBVI, man, piece of crap, dumped. Hold on, 1 second. Let me check this chart. Mara's looking ugly. Oof. BBBAI, man, I opened the swing on this. I didn't expect it to dump already. Oh, God. Yeah, pretty ugly day yesterday. Pretty decent volume too after this huge move. We faked the breakout. But it is hovering above the 921 EMA, so I might just get back in this. We'll see. We're hovering above. I prefer BBVAI over $4 to potentially get back in here, but preferably once this gets back above 480, this looks like a pretty good chart to me. Honestly, it's kind of holding this base, this area right here at 380, but it's holding on for dear life. 373 needs to hold. Anyway, all right. So once you start following specific traders to your preference, right? You can see it here, right? This is every trader on the server's alerts. Everybody's is right here, right? So that includes tier 2, tier 3 of the option side and the stock side as well. So basically every single alert gets posted into the app right over here. So all the alerts sync up fully. So every single trade that you guys see, you'll see it on the app and vice versa. So if a trade is open, you can tell from here, right? Let me see. So tier 2, just as an example, I want to show you guys real quick. Right, so JP Mod here we go. Draw the lamp entered long from the web platform. That means that they opened the trade directly from the app. But there are some traders that still use Discord, which you can still, on your own, once you become a member, and actually when you're on the last phase of your free trial, you actually get access to inputting these commands into the tier 3 options alerts, or if you're a stock trader, into the stock trade section, right? So tier 3 is for you brand new members. I highly recommend post your own trades, right? Whatever you're taking on your broker, you can post it on the app. And, I can't recommend it enough. That usually gives you a better gauge. Once you start holding yourself accountable for your own actions, for your own trades, I'm telling you, you guys will start to find some kind of consistency, because you start holding yourself accountable for these losses. That's really how you're going to last in this market, guys. Hopefully that makes sense. Right? So, where was I with the app? All right, so once you start following every single trader on the app, or whoever you want to follow on the app, you go to the following tab, right? And there's a lot of little options over here. We'll go over each one, but pretty straightforward. This right now at this moment, these are traders. These alerts are traders that only I'm following, right? I can toggle between open alerts only, right? If you are a yearly or lifetime member, you get access to the AI approved alerts only. This was free for a long time. It was supposed to be only about 3 to 6 months or something. I think this was free for the whole year, I think. But yeah, this is only for Elite Plus and Lifetime. Basically, AI approved alerts are in this channel that you see right here. Oh, where'd it go? There was a channel that says AI alerts. Where the hell did they go? Just saw it. Oh, there we go. AI alerts. Right? These are the AI alerts. Yeah, it looks like it's been on pause. I think they were reworking the bot currently because of that. We just changed this over. This just happened maybe within the last couple weeks. So this might be in process right now. But the point is, eventually you'll start to see AI approved alerts only. And what that means is we use machine learning, we use AI, guys, in order to gather the higher chance of winning trades over thousands and thousands of trades, guys. A lot of data goes into this. A lot of development goes into this. A lot of technology goes into this. So this is basically what your membership is paying for, is the development of all the features that we have here. Now, I didn't even talk about the options flow. I didn't even talk about dark pool yet. But I will get to all those, and I'll talk about other channels that you can really, kind of focus on more so than anything else. And I'll show you a few things, a few tips and tricks that can help your experience with Discord itself kind of narrow this down, because this is pretty overwhelming. Once you get full membership, you get access to more channels open up. And so it gets overwhelming if you don't have the guidance here. So that's basically the purpose of this stream. But here you go. This is basically what the AI alerts look like, right? Our machine learning filter estimates alert like this to have an 81% chance of being a winner, right? And sure enough, I mean, it says it before you open the trade. But of course, you can see, I mean, this one worked out, 30%. 5%. Obviously, it depends on the type of trade. But again, anything that's above a 70% win rate, probably you should, take a look at it, or at least maybe you can get a better entry than the original analyst, right? Like, for example, or the original trader. Here's an example, right? SMCI looks like he got in, averaged in at 36. Wow, his average was really high, I could tell. But just as an example, the beauty of the app, another beautiful thing about the app, is the fact that not only can you see the entry and the exit of every single trade, but you can see the progress of every trade, which you can't get anywhere else, guys. You don't get that anywhere else. So that's why I toggle this open alerts only, right? I toggle the open alerts only. And now I can start to kind of navigate and see where maybe I can get a better entry than a top analyst on the server, right? So here's an example. I like to sort by the results backwards, right? Right. So anything that is down out of 99%, this doesn't make sense. There's no way these are down 99%. What the hell? That's a glitch. Let me report that really quickly. Hold on. If you guys see any bugs or stuff like that, just let me know. You guys can DM me or create a ticket. We usually give some kind of incentive like XBits for those that report bugs and stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me report this bug real quick. Let me just refresh this page. I just want to double check if that is still gonna show 99%. There's no way. It's not possible. Result. Open alerts. Results. Yeah, there's no way these are down 99%. Oh, okay. All right, so I see what happened. It's displaying on the front page. I think this is the front end issue. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just wanted to report that real quick because that's pretty concerning. Okay. Slam is having a bad day. Yeah, that's definitely not accurate. I mean, you could tell right out the gate, right? There's no way a stock trade is down 99%, especially on these. Like when I saw Apple, that was the first one I saw. Apple's down 99% on a stock trade. There's no way. You know, look, he's actually up 1%. So that's displaying incorrectly, definitely. Hey, JTW, what's up, brother? Let folks know I plan on starting live stream next week. Let's go. Yeah, if you guys, JT, man, I'm sorry for all the issues that you've had. That sucks, man. I feel your pain. I feel your pain from a distance. If you guys aren't aware, JTW is one of our top analysts on the server, been around for years, and somehow, some way, still religiously posting a spy plan. I don't even know how you're doing it, bro. I see the spy plan, I'm like, what the hell? How is he doing that? Yeah, man, I know your pain. I'm working with some contractors now. I told you about the restaurant I'm working in. Oh my god. But should be getting started next week with wiring. I did miss a couple days there. Yeah, it's all. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, man. But anyway, if you guys aren't familiar, especially if you guys are spy traders, options traders, short-term scalp traders, I highly recommend always tune in to JTW's live streams. Me personally, I've joined countless amount of them. I've learned a lot from JTW. And I continue to learn, actually. So that's my big recommendation. If you're going to be on this server, if you're going to be trying to be successful in any way in trading or investing, try your best to continuously learn, guys. Try your best to continuously just keep learning. That's the only way that you're going to last in this market. If you're blindly following trades and you think that that's going to work long term, trust me, it doesn't. And sadly, you guys will learn the hard way if you go that route. So the goal here is to find long-term consistency, not get rich in a couple weeks or a month, guys. That's not how it works, right? And it's crazy actually. Some people do that and they do get lucky. They have a nice win streak. Some people make like $10,000-$20,000, man. It's kind of crazy. I've seen some numbers. Um, in like a month or two. But then eventually, what happens? They try to turn that 20K into 100K overnight, and they lose it all. I've seen it way too many times with so many new members. So I'm giving you guys the fair warning that you should take into consideration, like I said earlier, that losing is a part of trading, right? Yeah, exactly. Trust me. Yeah, I know that firsthand, JT, for sure. I know that firsthand. I thought I was the best trader in the world when I was like a year and a half in. I remember making like $30,000 when didn't even have a pot to piss in, and then I lost that so fast the next year, 2022, or yeah, when everybody lost their money, or at least people that weren't focused enough, So again, sometimes it takes a couple blown accounts, a couple of really bad experiences to actually sit down and say, damn, I need to get better at this, or I'm going to be losing, I'm going to be on the streets. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right? So, all right, so back to the app, right? Thanks, JT, man. I appreciate you coming out, man. So yeah, let me just finish with what I was saying earlier. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. JTW hosts a live stream every Tuesday and Thursday, 1 hour before the market opens. It's pre-market planning, especially if you're an options trader. What you will have at the end of that stream is a couple of trade plans to the upside and to the downside. So let me show you real quick what that looks like from JTW, and I'll show you guys how to search just like I'm doing right now. Let me just scroll through. I know you haven't been too active. Let me see. All right, so I wanted to show not just the SPY plan, but the I should have searched more specifically. TradingView. Oh, that was probably not the best search either. Plan. Yeah, here we go. All right, so besides the SPY plan every day, JTW gives us those trades plans like I mentioned. So he takes ticker requests. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Thanks, JT. Yep. What I was trying to search for is actually like another trade plan, like besides SPY. I should have just searched a specific ticker like XYZ. I know that was one recently. The SPY plan is taking over this search. Here we go. All right, PLTR trade plan, right? Here we go. Right? So this is exactly what it looks like. Just like how you see with the SPY plan, right? Calls on a confirmed break of a certain level. Then you got price targets, 3 price targets, and same thing to the put side. Right? Same thing to the put side. So you'll get a plan just like this, guys. Every Tuesday and Thursday, beautiful call entry with the price targets, and same thing with the put entry. This way, you don't always have to ask, is this a good entry? Where should I do here? What should I do there? What should I do there? This gives you a breakdown as to, how to actually, when to sell, right? Many people get an entry, they're up like 20, 30%, and then they don't know when to sell, right? One of the biggest questions we get, hey, should I sell here? Right? You guys should have a plan beforehand, right? And one thing we try to preach as much as possible is plan your trade and then trade the plan religiously, right? The more often you do that and the more you stick to that, the more success you're likelier to have. I don't want to say that you're 100% going to have success, because some trade plans do fail, and that's part of the game, right? But at least you have a stop loss, right? That losing again is part of the game. You have to be able to accept or cut a loss, and that is the hardest part of trading, guys. Accepting when to get out of the trade as a loss, right? No one likes to lose in their right mind. What's up, Mike? What's going on, brother? Solid guy. Thanks for the kind words, man. Awesome. Yeah, it's tons of resources, man. I haven't even gotten to everything yet, but we'll get to it. We got 1 minute left till market open, guys. So let me. We're gonna talk about the SPY plan. We'll mark these levels right now. Yo, JT, man, I've been meaning. I don't want to bother you because of your situation with the office, but I still haven't gotten to the trade plan navigator, man. I can't get it working for some reason. I tried deleting it. I tried pretty much everything, man. But yeah, hopefully when you're back in business, we can work on that. Yeah, for some reason, like anytime, like if I have it, like if I do my plan, I still see like something in the 50s. So especially with SPY, like you know how it looks, it takes it all the way back down to the bottom. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I was never able to get rid of it. All right, so let's mark these levels on the for the SPY plan. I appreciate you copying and pasting that, JT. Appreciate that. All right, so let's mark these levels. So we got all right, call entry 590. Was it 590.68 call entry, which kind of coincides, man. I love when I see that 333 SMA like tied with the call entry or one of these entries. It's just a beautiful thing, man. All right, so we got that. Put entry 586.55. 586.55. 586.55. This is the put entry for today, 5:30. I should do the same for here. Call entry. $5.30. Make this one green. All right, just kind of planning the trade here. I'm not gonna put all the levels down. I'll just put the first price targets. So 580 for now. We'll just mark those, and if we get to either one, then we'll start to mark the other targets there. So PT2 puts PT2. I got a feeling we get an ugly day, man. I don't know why. 585.10. What was this line? This is probably yesterday. And this was probably yesterday also. All right, and then we got the first price target at 592.07. 592.07. And this one is call PT1. Whoa. PT1. All right, so we got our I'm at PT1. We got our call entry, we got our put entry. Let's just set a quick alert here for this. this is, yep. And then this one. All right, cool. We're good to go. So we'll get alerted once any of this pretty much moves. We'll start to look for some entries and, you know, take a look at the option chain once we get a little bit closer. Sometimes I like to set an alert when we get a little bit closer. So for you SPY traders, you know, this part is really for you. But again, I don't want you guys to think that just because you don't know options doesn't mean that you don't have other choices and other places where you can try to make some money. So while this kind of plays out, for me, this is basically a chop zone. Like, I'm not interested in any of the first 15, 20 minutes of the market. I don't even think about opening a trade. So, honestly, it took me about 2.5 years, 2.5 years, guys, to follow religiously that rule. And it was so much harder than I thought it would be. I used to trade the open. Like, I used to trade these first like 10 minutes of the market open, and I used to see it like, you know, you could make a lot of money in that at that open, but it's so easy to lose, and I hated that. So it took me a long time to finally say, you know what, I'm gonna stay out of the open, no matter how much FOMO I have, no matter how much feeling of like, you know, like, oh, I know the market's gonna go crazy today, but then you see something like this, right? And it can happen both ways. It can happen. Look at the 1 minute, right? If you would have bought calls just because we started to move upwards here at the pre-market, you would have got wrecked right at the open. Now, if you bought puts at the open, I guess technically you'd be winning right now. But again, it's tough. This is tough. Really not easy to trade. You know, I don't recommend it. I don't wish it on my worst enemy to trade on the 1 minute at the open. It's insane. So yeah, just something to know, guys. Right? I'm basically not interested. We're just gonna see the flow of the market, see where the volume is going, and just wait for price action to hit our entries, and then we take a trade, and that's basically called having a plan. Right? We're having a plan before any of this. Not, you know, we're cutting out a lot of the noise already just by having this plan down packed, right? So I'm gonna move away from SPY right now. I'm just gonna wait for those alerts to go off. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then hey, then that means it wasn't meant to be for today, the SPY plan, and that's just the way it works. Now, trust me when I say eventually, I would say what 90% of the time. I don't know. What do you think, JT? How often does it not hit any call entry or put entry? Like, it's very rare. So eventually we might get something, but it's just kind of waiting it out, right? Just kind of waiting it out. All right, so let's go back to the app. And again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to. Oh, you don't see my screen? Hold on. On YouTube? Dude. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. Oh, you should see it now. Should see it now, YouTubers. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, so going back to the app. Right? So little cheat code that I like to do, and this goes into play for both options and for stocks, honestly. So disregard. I know that this is not displaying correctly. I know that for sure. But let me go to some more realistic ones. I'm going to stem away from the 99% L's here and just kind of look at ones that are down like 20%. All right, so like this one, right? Mike, right? Mike B, are you still here? Yeah. All right, perfect. So this is a good example, right? Mike B opened coin calls at 150, right? Yesterday overnight, and he hasn't closed his trade, right? He hasn't closed his trade. So what I like to do is bookmark the trade, right? Bookmark the trade, and just kind of keep track of it, right? This is basically me saying, you know what? I think I can get a better entry than a top trader that's on the server, right? If you want to take a chance, right, you could take a better entry at 128 instead of 150. Now, this might change. The analysis might change. Obviously, if we just kind of have a downside day, we might end up closing this trade even today and maybe not swinging overnight. It depends on the price action today, I'm sure. Mike, I guess you can, if you want to walk us through the plan there. But that's just kind of my guess for this trade specifically, right? If we see a really big down day, then we're probably not going to swing this overnight because this trade expires next week. But potentially, you can get a better entry than Mike, and that's basically the point of what I was saying earlier. It's just that with the app, it gives you the ability to see the progress of the trade, and you can potentially get a better entry than a top trader that's on the server. So again, I bookmarked that trade. Keep that in mind. Note that I bookmarked it. Right. Let's look for some other ones. Right, here goes Shinobi. Right, Shinobi. He's also a beast trader. We have so many good traders, guys. And I already follow him. Obviously, this whole list that you're seeing right here, this is only a list that I follow. I follow these traders. Right, so where was that? Shinobi, S-Bucks, right? So here's another great example, right? S-Bucks, August 15th, 85 calls at 650 was his entry. Currently, it's at 512, right? It had a little bit of a gap down. I think I read, somebody said they had some kind of news. I think it was a downgrade of some sort, like an analyst downgrade. So let me bookmark this one. This is another one. I can keep it on watch, and maybe I can get a better entry than Shinobi. Let's say, for example, he closes the trade at 30%, right? He says, you know what? S-Bucks isn't looking good. I don't like how this is looking. I'm going to cut this trade, right? So he cuts it at 30%. And let's say you followed him from right now, and he cuts it at 30%. Well, guess what? You only have a 10% loss. If you follow that, if you follow his cutting the trade and you cut the trade at the same time, well, guess what? You only lost 10% instead of 30% that he would lose. Does that make sense? So you can really use the app as a cheat code. Honestly, it's a cheat code. Like, it's not even fair. Right? Here's another one, Mike. Might be another one. Yep, Hut, 320, $25 calls. $25 calls? Oh, okay. Oh my God. I thought I saw that the stock was at $3. My bad. 17. Did they have a stock split? Reverse split? Because I thought this was like a penny stock. Hut. They must have. But yeah, this is another one. I can bookmark it, right? Kind of keep track, right? Again, this is another one. You can kind of get a better entry than Mike there. Let me see. This is a swing trade, right? Mount Horseman is pretty bullish on the market overall. He's just seeing this as a temporary, pullback, and potentially longs, right? So if you are in the mood of bullish, then you can potentially again get a better entry than a top trader, right? Let me bookmark this one. Right, and I kind of go down the list, guys. Just keep going down the list. Let's say you're not interested. Maybe you're not an options trader, right? Maybe you're not an options trader. Well, guess what? I could filter by stocks only. And again, these are trades that have been open in this whole month. But maybe you're not interested in something that's been open for that whole month. You want to see something more recent. Hey, you can see these. Right, so here we go. These are stock trades. Oh, these look more accurate. Oh, here we go. It looks like they're more accurate on this chart. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like Slam is in the safe in the safe section here now with these trades. But here's another example, right? Ribbon. He opened it 2 days ago. I know this stock has been hovering around this area for a long time, man. So maybe it could be revving engines. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. Oops. What did I do there? Yeah, I haven't looked at this chart in a minute, man. But let me take a look. Let's see. Ooh, GME with the big move at the open. Let me see. Ooh. All right, what was that? Rivian. Let's take a look. Any questions, guys? Any questions on the server, on the app, anything I've talked about so far? Just feel free to ask, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. All right, so Rivian. Let me see. Oh, let me pull it up with NTS. Hold on. Wow, bull is down 5.5% today. Shit. What's the news? Wait, what happened here? Oh, NTS is off. Why? Wow, I must have charted this a long time ago. It's been a while. But let me zoom out. What the hell's going on with Rivian? Wow, this is actually pretty interesting. Look at this. I drew this a long time ago. This is a big pullback on this test. I kind of like this entry. It's pretty good. The risk reward is pretty good. Have it hovering right above this bull ribbon here on NTS. But actually still bearish on here. We've had a downtrend here, but I kind of like the risk reward here. It's pretty good. 13.90, maybe give it $1 risk. If it goes back down there, then probably not a good idea, but this looks like a triple bottom and a potential breakout. See this W forming right here? I kind of like this setup. And this is on the weekly, so pretty higher time frame. Not a bad entry down here, to be honest. I like the entry for Slam. So let me bookmark this one, right? So now I can go to my bookmark trades. I've bookmarked enough just for now, right? Let me go to my bookmark trades. And again, I'm only filtering stocks, but let me filter everything here, right? So now I have those trades that I bookmarked earlier are now right here. Right, and you can kind of get a gauge as to, you know, again, you can bookmark as many trades as you want and just follow the progress of those specific trades. So it's super helpful, guys. Use the app to your advantage. Use the app to your advantage. Let me see. What's going on with SPY, guys? Anything? Disgusting. Look at this. This is disgusting. So far, I mean, you haven't missed much, right? Nothing crazy there. Let me see. Let me get my futures going, man. Hold up. Gotta pull this up. I'm not sure if 007 is gonna join us today. I know he's been sick. He actually DM'd me the other day. He was pretty sick, so I think he came down with a flu or something. Something like that. Okay. Can't detect me. All right, so talked about the tier of the channels. All right, so let me give you some tips and tricks on the Discord itself. Right, so on the Discord itself, guys, anything that you're not interested in at all, You can, on Discord, you can click on the top of the Discord and hit browse channels. Hit browse channels, and you can literally uncheck anything that does not interest you. Make your life a little bit easier, guys. Make your life a little bit easier. Right? Uncheck anything that does not interest you, and this way you don't have to navigate through everything every single time. Another cool thing that you could do is you could right click and you could favorite, or if you're on mobile, you can long press any of the channels and click on favorite. And what you do when you click on favorite, it'll navigate to the top of your Discord. Right? Just like this, right? See my favorites? Obviously, my favorites look way different than yours, or what any normal trader would have here, because I am part of the staff. So, and I handle a lot of, new users, etc. And I try to help people from the start when they first get onto the server. So you'll see a lot of channels here that you would probably never be relevant for you. So most traders, they end up having the pro alerts, the tier 2 alerts, and then the watch list channels. I would probably recommend those. The main channels that you guys should really be focusing on besides the alerts are the watch list channels and the elite XTrades chat. And even if you're a stock trader, you can still learn a lot from the elite XTrades chat. You'll see setups and you'll see discussions like this. You'll see the SPY plan in here as well every single day. But besides the SPY plan, you'll see just a lot of things that only our top traders are posting in these channels. You'll see setups all day long, literally all day long. Tesla continues to act incredibly well. Looks like it's ready for a move back up to that 400 level. I really like Tesla here. It is building a very strong momentum line. First key resistance at 380. Then room back up to... so that's what Hydra sees. Hydra's takes ticker requests all the time. He's just kind of helping traders out. So yeah. What's up, Firecap? What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Anybody that just joined, good morning. Good morning. What's up, Mash? Mike DB in the house. What's up, guys? All right. So any questions? Feel free to ask, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Right. So here we go. Is another one. CRM. I know that Crazy posted this, I believe, before earnings. I think this had a big dump. Oh wow, what the hell? Look at this candle. We're getting actually close to our put entry here, which was, what was it? 586.55. We're pretty much right there. Once this candle closes, we'll see what happens here. But let's start looking at the options chain. So let's see what we got. Pull up the options chain on my phone. Bear with me, guys. SPY. Getting very close to put entry here. I'm actually going to start taking a short on futures. I got to build this account, man. Let me just start one. Short.
Order filled.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much at the put entry here. All right, wow, we got a big bounce reaction on that so far. And that's why we wait for that candle to close. That's why we wait for the candle to close before we enter prematurely into options, especially. Futures is more okay because there's no theta burn. There's no, it's very different compared to options. Well, I don't say very different, but it's definitely different for as far as the value of your entry. Options, you need to be a little bit more precise, in my opinion. Wow, so that was a huge bounce. Wow, we just went from, what a candle, man. This candle hasn't closed, but wow. Put entry. So we almost got faked out there for options. I was already looking at the options chain. But this might provide an entry soon. So I'm still going to look at the options chain. Yo, what's up, 007? I didn't notice you. Let me see if he's mic set up already. I don't. You're muted if you are talking. But 007, I'm glad you're here, brother. I just told everybody you were sick, man. Sorry to hear about that, but hopefully you're better now. All right, so let me see this options chain. Just want to see what I would have on watch here. I'm looking at, wow, the 585 put has so much open interest. Very interesting. Pretty low volume, actually, overall. Could be a lot of fake outs today. You gotta be pretty careful. I'm looking at the 586 puts. I'm looking at the 585 put. I'm very sus on the 585 put just because that open interest is so high. They could be begging. They could be begging us to take that. Wow, the open interest for calls is way less. Volume is way less on the call side. $588 calls. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the 585 or 586 puts. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We're eyeing the 586 or 585 puts potentially. So we'll see what happens there. Yep. So kind of waiting it out there. 007, you're still muted. I don't know if you meant to, but that's all good. Oh, there you go. Well, now you're not muted, but I can't hear you. I don't know if it's just me. You guys hear 007? Gardul, what did you mean by, man, I don't know why I didn't scroll all the way down. Oh, we have data at 10 a.m.? Ooh, boy. Don't do it. You're going to get cooked. I just read that. I can't. Whoa, I didn't actually scroll all the way down. Damn. My bad, guys. Thanks for the overview, Chris. How do you see a list of your bookmark alerts in the app? In the app is the same way. In the app is the same way. Let me see. Oh, my streamer mode is enabled. I can't see who the hell. Yeah, in the app is the same way basically. Did you find it already? Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little tab that says bookmark. That's it. Bro, I already got cooked on the first. Look at that. I'm about to get. I'm down $30 here already. But this is kind of looking like a good short setup potentially here. If the data comes out pretty bad, this could go pew right back down. So we'll see. I only opened one, so we'll see. Good thing I didn't open a SPY puts, bro. So let's see. Which data? I thought I looked earlier. I mean, man, the shit was full of stuff earlier. I thought everything was at 8:30 though. right, so we have data in 1 minute. What do we have? Oh, consumer sentiment, my favorite. My favorite, bro. 007. How many times do we stream and there's consumer sentiment, bro? That has done us some damage in the past. Let's see what happens. Either way, it'll probably be a fire candle. On future. There it is. Look at the sus candles. Already, it's not even 10 yet. Did I connect my... Oh my god, bro. I didn't do it again. I did it again. I didn't connect my data. Is it on here? Oh yeah, it is here. Never mind. We're good. Oh my god, I'm about to get stopped out on my one futures. Bullish? We're bullish? All right, we're getting pretty clear of the put entries so far. What's the consumer sentiment looking like, bro? Catch me up. Oh, so you know what? Actually, this would have been a good time to actually show you guys the news feed. We have a news feed, you guys. In the news feed, I guarantee this is going to be here. It'll always be any kind of market, political, economical kind of data or anything coming out like that. It's always going to be here somewhere in the news feed. Here we go. Consumer sentiment, final 47.9, actual. Previous was 46.5, so it did go higher. And as you can see, the price. Whoo! Wow. You got it, brother. You got it. You got it. Wow, nice push. Okay, nice push. What's up with the other setups? Let's see. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla looks interesting. If we could break these highs right here. I kind of like Tesla, guys. Nice candle there. Let's see. VIX probably went down. Yep. What's up with NVIDIA? Wow, NVIDIA. Very ugly today. Wow. I'm gonna keep this on watch, just in case. Actually, damn, this was a spot I wanted to take calls on before. I might, guys, I might take a chance on NVIDIA here. NVIDIA would be buying the dip. Tesla would be buying the breakout. How about our baby coin, bro? Yo, 007, are you still in Asia? Are you still out there? Coin looks good. Damn, everything looks good on that candle. So we need to see what's gonna happen here. We get a base going. But man, I'm really tempted with NVIDIA here, guys. I gotta say. Let me just take a look at the option sheet. Let me take a look at the sector. Semis. Oh my god. Nasty day for semis, bro. What the hell? Everything's red. Is this the tariff stuff? Wow, very interesting. All right, might want to stay out of this sector, man. I don't know. What do you think, 007? Can semis make a comeback today? Looking tough. All right, so some cool features that we have, guys. I'm going to whip out the bot queries channel. Right, and we can get a good gauge as to how to get some, sentiment for the day, etc., etc. So let's look at the heat map first of all. I pull up the heat map pretty much every day in the main options chat, but I'll just pull it up here in the bot queries channel. Any member, you guys have access to this bot queries channel. I promise you guys, this is pretty powerful tool. You type /help, and this is a premium unusual whales bot. Right? And there's 97 commands available. So it's a lot of stuff. But so I already pulled out the heat map. So let's see what's going on in the market overall. Looks like healthcare is pretty healthy today. Consumer defensive. Look at that. Costco, Walmart. I mean, I never day trade those. Financials look mixed. Tech looks very mixed. Semis look disgusting today. Semis are definitely the weakest sector of the market today, which is not good for the broad market, rally. But if they do catch up, usually the market runs, guys. Semis is usually the leader. Semis are the leader, I should say. All right, let me see the put to call ratio on these. Just curious. Let's see. This is the put to call ratio. The lower, the better. The lower, the better. Google. People don't want to short Google as much. Microsoft's really high. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Nice location, bro. Trading from Tuk Tuk? I don't even know what that is. Where is that? Let's see. Weekly. I think there's a weekly 0 DTE. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, no data available? Why? One day. No, this was yesterday's. Let's see. Market tide. Look at that. SPY reacted crazy on that news so far. The call premium really hasn't increased that much. It's pretty low volume for calls. So, I don't know, guys. Are we bullish? Oof. We're getting really close to pre-market highs. I really feel like shorting this, bro. Oh, my God. 007, man. Tell me not to short this. Please tell me to tell me. 59.12.75. 59.12.75 short. All right, I got you. I probably got stopped out on the other trade. Let me see. Oh my God.
Stop filled.
Literally when I said it. Oh my God. Why did I leave that short open, bro? All right, so 59.12. Yeah, I like that. All right, I like that. Now I gotta get my money back. Damn it. Yo, you did. I actually I don't know why I left that there, man. I shouldn't have left that there through the consumer sentiment. That was stupid. Big mistake. Big mistake. Wow. terrible. Yeah, this is looking double toppy here for personally. But you know, it's tough to fight the in between when we have the SPY plan, and then we're like right in between a lot of levels here. Like I want to short this so bad. I just might, guys. I don't know. We're really close to potential breakout though for the day, so it's tough to fight the trend, man. But we'll see. This should 589.29 is the area where we need to get above. So let's see. It's only been 10 minutes since that consumer sentiment news. Space, later part of day maybe on semis. Okay, can you address a good put? A put on what? Oh, he left already. It's all good. Yeah, we're just waiting for setups, guys. I mean, I really want to short this. If we lose this 588.65, I mean, there's a lot of bullish. This is a lot of confluence right here. We have the 921 EMA on SPY. We have the 200 SMA on SPY here in the 1 minute. Sorry. Let me zoom out a bit to the 5 minute and see what this looks like. Yeah, see this this looks so shortable to me, man. Huge volume on the 587 puts. Those 586 puts that we were looking at earlier, 585 puts, they're down like 40% today. So, whew, dodged the bullet. But I'm looking at the 587 put here. Yeah, bro. I think I'm going to start a 587 put here with a pretty tight stop. It's a lot of traffic up here, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna take a pretty risky short here, on SPY. Looking at the 587 put. Let me take a look here again. Oh man, we haven't even closed this 15-minute candle. Look at this, it's huge. Look at that bounce, man. Right off this 333 SMA. And I think the pre-market highs would be a very safe stop loss. Let me see. Oh man, this looks so strong though. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close here. We might get filled here, bro, on the short. Let me see. Wow, what a candle, dude. Yeah, I did get filled. Why didn't I hear it? Order filled. Are we gonna melt up all day? All right, here's short. Corey says, I think so. We shall see. Yeah, I'm gonna take a very risky short here on the 587 puts. With a really tight stop above this 590.04, basically about 70 cents. So pretty risky, but I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here. SPY 587 put at this could be a very fast trade, guys. So risky at your own, take it at your own risk. Should be around 88. Yeah, I think I got, what did I get? 90 there on the app. All right, so just to show you guys, right? I just entered the trade on the app, right? It looks like it alerts right there. And it also shows up on the Discord, right? My alerts are in the tier 3 alerts. Let me see. Tier 3. And there it is. All right, as you can see. Right, so every single alert on the app fully syncs to the Discord and vice versa. I could have done it here. I could have done BTO, buy to open, SPY 587 put for today at market price, or I could have done at whatever the price was at the time, 90, yeah, whatever it was at the time. Either way, I could have done that, and it would have triggered an entry on the Discord and on the app. So vice versa. Make sense? So let's see what happens. I'm shorting that basically this top right here, and I'm basically targeting where we got this huge breakout. But that would be ideal. But that's pretty much it. And I'm tight stop 590, pretty much 590. You could consider a mental stop loss. It'll be like a 20, 30, maybe 20% loss. So again, pretty risky, but just taking a shot at the scalp here. I like the volume on the contract as well. Open interest is pretty low. We'll see if this is kind of an overreaction on that data. We'll see. Let me see. And we got VIX. VIX is going down on the. Let me see. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, VIX starts to rise here. We could potentially see my SPY puts pay out here. But if this goes below 19, we're gonna break out for sure. If VIX goes below 19, I foresee SPY breaking out pretty hard here. We'll see. Oh my God. Tesla calls, it would have been good. Let's see NVIDIA. NVIDIA bounced off that. This is where I was thinking of taking calls with a stop right below this. Would have been a very tight stop, but that would have been a decent scalp opportunity. I thought about it right down here, but stayed away from it. This weakness is too hard on semis. It's really tough to take longs on a sector that's very weak. Yeah, so we'll see here. Again, this is kind of fighting between the grain because we're not at our call entry. We're not at our put entry. We're pretty much right in between. So we're just kind of looking for a scalp right in between this area. So see what happens. See how the market reacts to that pump there. It's only been, what, 18 minutes since then. What else you guys have on watch? Oh man, Tesla. Oh God, man, we should have looked at the Tesla calls. SPY looking like indecision so far. Let's see how it looks on Futs. This is exactly where you set to short 007. Let me see it. How does it work for me here, bro? Is it automated or what? I'm praying. I'm holding 6 contracts. Of what? Of a short? baby. All right, so now we could dump it. Because earlier you wanted to pump it. Now now we want to dump it. Yeah, I think so too. Shit looks like it's gonna break out, bro. Coin. Let me see. What's up with coin? Coin got a nice pump off those lows. Well, it looks like everything kind of moved higher on that. Oh boy. Woo. This is looking dangerous for shorts, guys. Tesla 66350 call. Ooh. That's pretty deep in the money. That's a pretty safe play. Rocket time, says Corey. I don't know, man. I'm not that convinced yet. 590 invalidates my short. For me, at least. Like, that 590 is always key. Let me see. Pre-market high would probably be a good, like, definitely hard stop there. Pre-market high is here. Too small. Oh, God. Good stuff, Corey, man. You killed it. I mean, it's at intraday highs here. Tough. It's tough to short trend, man. It's tough to short trend. I'm not gonna lie. All right, here we go. VIX, make or break. VIX. If VIX stays below 19, man, I'm telling you, we're gonna break out pretty hard, in my opinion. VIX is showing some confluence here on the 5-minute. I like to look at VIX while I'm looking at SPY. If I have the time to day trade, then I'm always looking at VIX, and it's pretty simple. VIX below 20 is pretty bullish overall market. But whenever VIX gets to these psych levels, 18, 19, 20, you know, those kinds of levels, usually you'll see some kind of move to either side. So if VIX starts to bounce here higher, then then SPY should go lower, and vice versa, right? If VIX goes towards 18, definitely we're gonna break out hard. But if VIX starts to go towards 20, forget it. We're going right back down to 585 maybe. All right. Sorry guys, got distracted. Work email. What else we got on watch here? I had XYZ on watch for potential swing. I like where we are with XYZ, but it might need more time to play out. Yeah, I kind of like this setup, guys, for longs. Google, oh my god, man, Google's killing me. I opened a Google swing yesterday, and we had, of course, we have 2 down days. So now we're pretty much 170 is a huge spot for Google. Let's see what else. Let's see who else, has some trades that we can potentially maybe follow or take a look at. Let's see. Corey follow Vix as well. Nice. Yeah, so far SPY's holding up pretty well. I don't lie, which sucks for options. For options, it's horrible because we just get theta burned, and that's the problem with options compared to futures. Futures, there's no theta burn. Come on, it's going slow. Let's see. Okay, looks like Crazy bought 718 350 calls at 755 for those that are interested in that one. But again, something I like to do, and again, he said higher risk, right? But here's one where you could potentially just bookmark it, right? And if it goes down 5, 10, 15%, hey, you get a better entry than Crazy A, which is, again, one of our top analysts on the server. So just something to consider, right? Anybody that opens a trade, you guys, that's the beauty of this place is you don't ever have to feel like you need to FOMO into every single trade that you see because there's so many top traders here. Let's keep looking. Let's see. AMD. Oh, I did see some kind of setup here. I did see some kind of setup here. I think it was Alex. He posted a chart for AMD that I was very interested about. Let me see. Bro, what's going on with my laptop here? Guys, I got about 30 minutes left. I have a meeting right after. Come on. It's probably my laptop here, guys. My bad. All right, so from Alex, which he hasn't talked as much as he used to, so usually we see some kind of Alex. Why doesn't he come up in the search anymore? Okay. Let me search AMD because I know it's something related to AMD. And this is what I recommend for anybody really interested in any specific stock. Just search on Discord, guys, and you'll get pretty good amount of results here. Pretty often. Like depends what you're eyeing, but Google committing to invest $80 billion in U.S. Saudi White House fact sheet. Wow. Oh wait, this was this morning. A U.S. Saudi deal includes $5 billion energy investment, $5 billion new aerospace Damn, man, Saudis are getting big money, baby. Whew. Wow. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I don't know why he's not searchable. It's weird. Dilemma, just an FYI. Moon after we get above basically 115.90 at the close. But let me see what AMD's at now. Well, SPY looks like it's gonna break out. Even though VIX is still hanging out over here, so I don't know. I'm kind of unsure what's gonna happen here, but I'm still, I don't know. I'm still not that convinced. Until I get invalidated pre-market highs. We'll see. We're almost there though. So let me take a look. AMD. A pretty cool feature on TradingView, by the way, that I just kind of come to learn. I didn't know about it. Oh wow, look at this. What is this? I drew this a long time ago. Wow. I really haven't looked at AMD in a long time. When the hell did I draw this? Oh, we're pretty much at this 114. Okay, kind of coincides. Let me delete this though. So, pretty cool function with TradingView that I just learned not that long ago was you can go to this indicators tab and go to technicals, go to patterns, and you can get all these basically, well-known chart patterns, bullish or bearish, and then it draws everything for you. It gives you even target prices. Like, it's kind of crazy, actually. It recognizes head and shoulders, like it draws everything for you. So pretty cool feature for those that are brand new, especially that maybe you want a little bit of a cheat code there. Me personally, I like to draw my own things and then compare and see if hey, does this align with what a head and shoulders is supposed to look like? Does this align with what a double top looks like, or a falling wedge like this, right? I think this is the target off that falling wedge, yeah. Look at this. This is basically what Alex drew. And here we are, right? So we need to get above 115. This could really, AMD, I don't know, man. Big potential breakout here on AMD. If semis break out, AMD can really go. Oof. Yeah, man. Tough. We're right at the 921 EMA here. Actually, no, this is the 333 SMA on the 5-minute on futures. And yeah, I think that would be a good stop loss, 59.20, just about. Buy one, stop. Very close to it. SPY don't want to give up, man. A lot of indecision candles up here, but I don't know. I don't know if we're going to curl here anytime soon. VIX is not really moving. Are we like low volume today on SPY? I read that in the morning, but I wasn't sure. Let me see. 13 mil volume. That seems pretty low. Indecision. Could be like you said, Corey, man. Just melt up. Whacking out the bears one by one. What's up, MG? Good morning. Welcome to XTrades. Let me send you a friend request. For those that are on free trial, again, just for showing up, you guys are eligible for a discount on membership. I can't, anybody that is on membership now, I can't actually change your plans, but we can give you a discount on any upgrades. any upgrades, just in case. Yeah, Mike, I know, right? I just noticed that. Like, I'm wondering what the hell is going on. Like, this is really sad price action so far. Like, once that breakout kind of happened at 10 a.m., we really haven't had much of a move, I could say. A lot of indecision candles here so far. Up here. But something's got to give. I don't think we just hover around here all day, especially with the lower volume than usual. You know, that's like usually a good sign of manipulation in one way or another. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, we're hovering like down maybe 15% here on SPY puts. Just kind of slow price action here. MG, any questions? Any questions on the server, on the app? I'm happy to go over anything specifically, brother. Or sister. We went over a few things earlier, but you know, I'm happy to, you know, discuss again. We talked about the alert channels. First of all, when you first start your trial, you only see a few channels. As your trial progresses, you start to see more channels open up. You start to see more channels open up as time goes on. If you have experience and you're a futures trader and you want to have access to that futures channel, just let me know and I can override a portion of the trial so you can see that stuff. But if you're a brand new trader, then we try our best not to overwhelm you with all the channels available initially. We don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed and just like completely lost. And that's why we host this stream every Friday. So highly recommend tune in every Friday if possible. It's really open for all members. It doesn't matter if you've been here for a week, a day, or, you know, years. We have some people that join, you know, streams pretty consistently. So just in case. But yeah, any questions specifically out the gate, let me know and we'll go over it right now. Bro, I'm so new to this. So first of all, I'm from South Africa, okay? What's the best app I can use? Okay, so for South Africa specifically, I'm not sure. I think eToro, from what I remember, I got eToro. What's another one? IBKR, I believe, is another broker. Oh, man, that was a big candle right there, guys. Yep. This is going to stop me out. Let me see. Very close to stop loss here. Very close to stop loss here, guys. I'm going to set a stop at 55 on that risky scalp. Let me do that on the app here real quick. Hold on one second. I got to close that trade. If we get there. 55. I won't go lower than that. Yeah, you called it, Corey, man. We had the melt up. Yeah, Bears getting cooked. You're right, man. Bears are getting served for lunch this afternoon, it seems. Hey, I talked about the risk beforehand, right? I said, you know, we'll take a chance here. We'll take a chance. And if it doesn't work out, it's no problem. But imagine I would have taken it down here, bro. Oh my God. We almost, and that's why we wait for a confirmed break, right? The put entry was Literally, we tapped it for I think it was 1 minute, right? And that's why you don't rush into just touching a put entry, right? For those that are brand new, right? You don't want to just get into a trade just because it touches that level, right? Right? We never really got a confirmed break below that, so there was really no reason to get puts down here because, man, if you would have got it down here, totally wrecked. But I think we took an entry, what was it, somewhere around here in this area. So risking pretty much $1 here. That's funny. So yeah, MG, my first recommendation is, yeah, first find an app to trade U.S. stocks. You'd have to look on your end for South Africa specifically. But for those that I've helped from Africa, I believe they use IBKR. So I would first search that one. I would probably search that one first. And then from there, maybe eToro is probably the other one I've heard for that area. Give it a try. IBKR. And then from there, just DM me, and we'll go through a bunch of stuff because there's a lot to learn. And if you're starting here, this is a really good place to start, man. Honestly, this is a really good place to start. Many traders, they come to us after years of failure. Those are the most common traders that we get. The ones that have been around for a long time, just searching around Discord to Discord to Discord to Discord, and they can't find anywhere where they think that they're going to succeed. And we try to emphasize the fact that it's mostly it's not the Discords that are failing. It's probably yourself, and whatever your actions you're taking on the trades is probably what's failing. It's all about the execution. What's up, Ringo Man? You got MG. We'll be in touch via DM right after the stream anyway. So you feel free to DM me now if you want. What's up, man? It's been a while. UNH trying to make a comeback. Let me see. Okay, yeah, today's having a good day. Just don't let my guy manifestation. Where is he, man? Let me go bash him real quick. Hold on. I know. I guarantee I'm gonna see something in the chat. Cause he's been dying every time UNH goes down freaking 0.5%. He's like, UNH is stuck at 300. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, UNH getting some good price action here. I don't know what it is, but this is pretty good volume. And maybe that was the reason why the healthcare sector is looking pretty good today. MG, it's all good, brother. Yeah, well, it's a process, man. Trust me, you're not gonna learn everything in one day or a week or two. It's a really a month-long process. And that's what the membership is for. The free trial is really just to get you familiar with how everything works initially, and then really membership is really how you kind of take it to the next level as far as learning goes. So I don't want you to think about essentially making money right out the gate. Like, that's really not how it works initially, unless you're gambling, and you don't want to gamble. Sold the put on it a while back, up almost 50% now. Nice. Yeah, puts did seem exhausted. It seems like there's really not that much options flow here for UNH. But yeah, it looks like we got a couple of good candles here. They have so much news against them. Me personally, I gotta say, Wrinkle Man, I'm pretty bearish on UNH, man. I don't trust UNH until it's all the way up here at 340. Like I just I don't know. I get a bad feeling, man. Is it too big to fail? I don't know. I just don't trust. Like I don't know how people forget that this happened. Like this actually happened. Like this is down. It's still down. Well, let's just do it from here. It's still down just 50% from all-time highs, right? And yet somehow people think this is gonna like skyrocket back up to 500. There's no way. That's just not how it works for a healthcare stock. It doesn't work unless they're curing cancer tomorrow. Okay, yeah, dump it, baby. Let's go, Mike. You're a bear too? Yeah, exactly, Rango Man, for sure, man. I agree. I just don't. I can't see. Yeah, let's go, baby. We're back. Bears are back in business. All it took was 10 minutes. Let's see what's happening with VIX. I mean, VIX got a little candle up here, but this isn't that convincing. For bears, we need VIX to go woof right to 20. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Pretty even on these 587 puts. Time to exit. 007. Oh no, already, bro. Let me see. Let me see where we're at with futures, bro. I feel like I might have got stopped out there. Did I? And what's up with my sound on the alerts? All right, guys. I got about 10 minutes left, man. I gotta hop off. But yeah, hopefully this has been informative for you, Corey. I know that you were, appreciate you coming out, brand new here. I know some of you have been on a while, so appreciate you hanging out as well. But yeah, any last questions as we go along here? We'll be happy to go through it. Oh my God, I didn't enter. Okay, I almost got stopped out. We're at MOB. Could bounce here. Hey, thanks, Gardula. Appreciate it, brother. Yo, 007, man. What a beast, bro. You said time to exit, and there we go. Got a big bounce there. Yeah, yeah, late bears. Let's see if they get something going up here. PLTR, yeah, I heard about PLTR. Something with the government or Trump, like pushing them to combine data or something like that. I don't even know what it was, but let's see. Rising wedge is usually pretty bullish, bearish. I mean. We're gonna swing some puts on PLTR, guys, or what? Looking pretty extended, to be honest. Hymns. Wow, nice move today, 6%. Any news? Wow. CLO. She still owns 150,000 shares, so this is nothing. Yeah, PLTR, I don't know. It looks pretty extended to me personally, but I don't know. Some people believe that PLTR is going to be in the Mag 7. Well, whatever the Mag 7 is now, if they add one or however it turns out, people believe that it might end up in that top tier. So I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Me personally, I don't know. I have no opinion on it. I just read that. ANET, they make what is this company? Arista, they make firewalls, no? Isn't this security? Oh, cloud networking. Yeah, okay. I knew I've seen Arista switches or like MAC address related to switches. Yeah, like I think they make Verizon's stuff. Something like that. Oh, Cisco main competitor? Okay. Um all right, hold on. So let me pull this up on the as this plays out here. Let me get out of yeah, this one. All right, so well above weekly moving averages. Okay, this is more like it. Let's see. Wow, man, what a move from all the way down here. Oof. It's down about 50% from the all-time highs, even though it's down here. What the hell happened from here to here? Whew. Wild. What a move. I've never charted this before. Yeah, so, okay, so from what I'm seeing here, see, this is the 200 SMA on the daily chart. This is 3 SMA on the daily chart. So this is a really big, strong points of resistance where clearly you could see we just broke right above and lost it and lost that. Kind of bounced around. See these two levels? I mean, it's pretty clear. It just kind of hovered in this range and now we lost it yesterday. So this actually looks like a pretty good short to down here. Has room to 80. But when you look at the long-term perspective, like this actually looks pretty good. You know, if you're buying just shares and you use like you can buy this all the way down to really 65, like long term, like I'm talking years out. This can pretty easily go back right up to this 120 eventually, because we're well above weeklies, and the dailies are just hanging out. But again, this could see something lower. Let me see what are the closer moving averages. Yeah. Yeah, we lost the 920. This is the 921 EMA crossover here, and we're well below that, which is not a good sign. This actually looks like a pretty good short, and a pretty good buy, I would say, at this 75 area right here. Between 80 and 75, I think looks really good. But honestly, I think this is a pretty good short. You know, I'm not seeing really a double top anywhere. So let me pull it up on here and see what this is saying to kind of coincide with my analysis here. Yeah, this is kind of what I see. So there's a rising wedge here, and the target for here is 75. What did I say? Between 75 and 80, right? Right? So yeah, this is pretty good target in my opinion. Below, like this area where we're at now, it's tough to just like buy calls. You know, I rather wait until we're cleared above this 333 SMA, so basically above 88. Wait until we're back above this, close above this, and then we could see a potential move to 95. But like, I wouldn't just like buy the dip here yet, personally. I mean, that's just me. I'd rather get above this first and get a confirmed break above to see a move towards 95. And with a stock like this, because like you could see, this doesn't have like massively huge moves, so you're gonna get opportunities. You're gonna get opportunities. You shouldn't feel like, oh my god, I missed it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think this goes back towards 80. But you never know. If we have a broad market rally, I mean, this could easily go to 90 plus pretty fast. But this is a pretty on the lower side of volume, so you know, I don't know how much the options volume gets. I'm not sure about that. I've never even looked at ANET options. SGBX. I'll take a look real quick. I got 2 minutes, guys. Oh my god, we got another pump back up, bro. Yeah, this price action is pretty frustrating so far. Let me see what VIX is just rejected this 333, this 200 SMA hard so far, and it's kind of hovering right here in between these two levels. SGBX, let's see. Ooh, I'm scared of penny stocks. Let me see. All right, so sour deep, right? This is where I mentioned to you, I think the other day, right? When you have a stock that moves, has a huge move like this, right? You need to give it some time for it to kind of take a breather, because normally what happens is the people who buy right here at the top or somewhere after a candle like this where it's already up, like from here to here, it's already up 100% for the day. It's already up 100% for the day, so it's already pretty extended. And this went up like, man, this is like a 400% move, man. One candle. Oh my god, 500% move. That's insane. And this happened right at the open. I'm assuming they must have had some huge news of some sort. They just acquired acres of oil wells. I mean, is that worth a 500% move, bro? I don't know. But clearly, whoever thought that it was all the way up here, it didn't believe that it was that worth that much. So they sold off, and now here we are. So let's zoom in a little bit because it's hard to look at. But so we got some support here. You could see what this is showing is a double bottom. All right, Corey, thanks for hanging out, brother. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of the day, man. We'll be in touch. So, sour deep. This is probably where I'd buy the dip. If we get to 91 here, 91, This would technically be a triple bottom. So we got bottom 1, bottom 2. It would be potentially bottom 3, right? Triple bottom. So if we get to 91, that would be a good dip buy. But below, let me zoom in a little more even. Yeah, below this 82, I'd probably just cut it. You got to be very careful with penny stocks. Below 82, oops. I meant to draw a line there. Below 82, cut the trade. Cut the trade because it's probably going to see 60s again. But yeah, you know, you could take a trade at 91, or if it breaks out above this. If it breaks out above 140 pretty much, then you could see a potential move to this 180. Could retest here. And then who knows from there. Right? Anything above that is a blessing. So, you know, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy, especially with penny stocks. No, every Friday. I do it every Friday. Every Friday I do this live stream, going over mostly every feature that we have available to you guys, and you know, just kind of show everybody around, answer questions, etc. We look at some charts as well and try to make some money in the process. Doesn't always work out, but you know, as long as we're learning the process, that's okay as well. But man, still. Oh, okay. My order got filled earlier. Nice. All right, so I made something back at least. I don't know if 007 is still there, but I got filled on the short there earlier. So yeah, Sour Deep. Yeah, again, I host this every Friday. I do recommend every Tuesday and Thursday. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me check. Damn, bro, I didn't. I hate when I do that. I get so focused on the stream, bro, that I miss out sometimes on my own trades, bro. 96. Now I could have got filled at 96. That would have been maybe about 20%. No, I didn't exit my puts. I'm still in the freaking 587 puts. I'm literally flat 0% right now. That's annoying. But yeah, guys. All right, I have to head out. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, 007, man. Yeah, I know, right? I'll be paying attention, but I can't. I gotta get off stream. But yeah, guys. Hopefully, you know, this helped you out. You know, any questions on the server, on the app, you guys can always feel free to reach out. My DMs are always open. And again, just for you guys joining the live stream, for you guys on free trial, we are giving out a discount on membership today. So make sure you reach out to me. I'll share the discount, and then I'll be able to help you out. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. If you're green, stay green. If you're red, try not to lose more. keep it under control. Thanks, 007, bro. Appreciate you, man. Glad you're feeling better and back at it, man. Later, guys.